So, up on field one, we have the women of Texas in orange and James Madison in purple. Texas going to kick the ball off to James Madison here. Texas looking to make a statement early here with the restart. And the kick is high and short, and some powerful defense coming in there for number 15, Callista Moses. But James Madison able to get the ball and recover.
So James Madison is an interesting team here. Came into this tournament being ranked third in their pool, but was able to come out with a win early on yesterday morning. So I think they're going to be looking to kind of shock Texas and continue that winning streak.
Well, and they're certainly showing a lot of fight there. Able to get that ball cleanly, kicking it downfield. Didn't quite work out the way they planned, but now they're deep in Texas territory. Texas with the line out, now forced to run it out from deep in their own end. Ball just not quite going hand there with Callista Moses, the center. James Madison penalized at the breakdown. Texas with their speedsters out wide, but the cover defense from James Madison, too much for the Aggies on the outside, and they're able to end that movement before it can begin. Looks like we're going to have a scrum here. Knock on from Texas. We're going to have a scrum to James Madison. And if you're James Madison here, you've got some strong forwards. Is this an attacking opportunity for them in the scrum situation in a way most people tend to not think of in sevens?
Absolutely, and I think that, that's something that is underutilized in sevens, especially in collegiate sevens. We didn't see a lot of it in the women's game yesterday, but using those forwards to basically allow you to set that platform to get the ball wide to your backs.
Well, the Aggies scrambling in defense here, able to turn the ball over with lots of space on the outside, handling, just letting him down here. And James Madison desperate to get a hold of that ball and prevent Texas from making anything of that opening on the outside. But Texas showing they've got some legs, able to run this out, plenty of space. Does she have the gas? But she does not. James Madison, number 7, Stephanie Goetz, able to catch up and stop the movement, but Texas so far good continuity, able to keep the ball in bounds and recycle the ball. And we have a penalty against James Madison. Looked like hands in the ruck. Now Texas with a bit of breathing room, a little bit of space to collect themselves. Looking to go and get that ball out wide. But James Madison smothering them in the centers. Texas able to hold on, however, recycling that ball. Texas with some speedy backs here, just sizing up the defense. Oh, and number 9 from Texas with an excellent run on the outside. That's Wendy Sun with a fantastic run, able to shake off that what looked to be almost a high tackle there. Great run.
Absolutely. She just shrugged her shoulder, got out of that tackle. Wendy Sun had a lot of she played wonderfully yesterday. She really leads her team from that scrum half position and is able to create things, make things happen in the middle of the field, and we see that she's also able to finish around the edges. So she's a nice all-around player.
Well, for those of you just joining us, I'm Brad Kilpatrick, and I'm with Inez Rodriguez. We are watching James Madison in purple against the Texas Aggies in orange. We are in the first half of the ball game. Texas leads 5-0, looking for a 2-point conversion here. Excellent attempt at goal, but just a bit wide, so the score stays 5-0 in favor of the Aggies.
I'm going to correct you, Brad.
These
are the Longhorns.
We're the Longhorns here. We're 4 minutes in.
We're going to get some angry.
I'm going to get lynched here in College Station.
Texas comments.
Texas looking to put James Madison under pressure through the restart. 15, Callista Moses, excellent tackle there. Some scrappy play here in the loose play. Texas able to win that ball back.
This is another player, number 13, Julia Forecourt. who had a really excellent day yesterday. She's a very powerful runner, and we can see that every time she touches the ball, something really positive happens. That she likes to bust through defenses and set that rucking platform for her team to attack from.
Well, and something good seems to be happening here. Nice run up through the center, exploiting a little bit of space in the centers. And we saw the speedsters that Texas has on the outside. Can they turn the corner? Yes, they can. That is number 11 for Texas, Sierra Jenkins, with an excellent run on the outside to show her pace, able to get in there, score the ball.
Sierra Jenkins, also a speedster. We saw her score a lot of tries yesterday, and you can't miss those teal cleats that she's got on. Really flashy shoes for a flashy player.
Well, when you've got the speed, the color makes you go faster.
Exactly.
Isn't that what they say? So we have Texas 10 up over James Madison with the conversion to come. Number 13, Julia Fortcourt, taking the attempt. Just right. Conversion is no good, so we have Texas still 10 up over James Madison with 1 minute left to play in the first half. And if you aren't already, make sure to follow us on Twitter at USA Eagles Rugby and join the conversation using hashtag College7s. Texas with the kickoff, but it is not good, does not go 10 meters. Ball has to go 10 meters here. Obviously going to be it's going to be a free kick here in the center. Not a good place to be if you're Texas.
No, this is a good opportunity for James Madison. They haven't had a lot of offense so far in this game, so maybe they can take this opportunity, a Texas mistake, and capitalize off of it.
Well, some nice linking play there from James Madison. Some good passing and continuity here. Ball getting just slowed down in the breakdown. The Aggies being quite aggressive there at that breakdown situation. Some poor handling there from James Madison in the center. Have a knock on with a scrum coming to Texas. So James Madison once again hoping to have a strong scrummage here. Hopefully they can turn this ball over. But the Texans have too much firepower there. They take the ball cleanly. Callista Moses, number 15, with a fantastic run here. Looking for some support. Finds it. Ball is recycled cleanly here. With another nice run. Acres of space on the outside. Able to link up. Wendy Sun able to link up with number 13, Julia Fortcourt, for another score. Fortcourt all over the place today.
She really is, and as I mentioned earlier, she's a nice, powerful runner. She sets up a lot of play in the middle of the field for her team by setting that nice platform, but then we still see here that she's also a supporting runner, supporting Wendy Sun, able to score that try.
Well, great presence of mind from this Texas team, able to turn that ball over and make something happen from it quickly, working well together as a unit. Fortcourt taking her own, converting her own try, able to do it, so that takes our score to 17-0 in favor of the Longhorns. So, Inez, we've seen quite a bit of action here. James Madison, very, very physical. They are committed to this ball game. They're down 17-0 here. What seems to be the difference between the two teams? Both of them showing a lot of passion, a lot of heart, but the Longhorns coming out 17 points ahead.
I think that the Longhorns are just taking their opportunities when they have them. They're attacking through the James Madison defense. I think James Madison, if they can get more ball in hand, then they'll be able to make something happen. They'll take those opportunities. They have to take the mistakes that Texas makes and use them against them. And I think that's not what's happening right now. They're kind of throwing the ball away, so we'll see what happens in the second half.
Well, absolutely. You got to make sure that you hold on to that ball. This Texas team showing they've got a lot of speed on the outside. They're able to work well together as a unit, and they're going to make you pay if you're giving the ball too often here. So both these teams, very, very physical, very aggressive. Excellent first half. The scoreboard favoring the Longhorns, but you get the feeling that James Madison is hanging in there. Going to be very, very physical. It's going to be a fight to the end.
Absolutely, and we've seen them come back in these sorts of games. They came back yesterday, and they won some games that they technically were not supposed to win. So I would not call James Madison out of this game in any way, shape, or form. No,
certainly not. Make sure, for those just joining us, we are live streaming here on YouTube for the 2012 USA Rugby College Sevens National Championship here in College Station, Texas. I'm Brad Kilpatrick. I'm here with Inez Rodriguez. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/USA Rugby TV. And make sure you like our Facebook page. James Madison kicking off here to Texas. The kick goes relatively deep. Texas unable to gather. Knock on. This is going to be a scrum early to James Madison. Great place to be if you're James Madison.
This is a perfect place, a perfect scoring opportunity for James Madison. These are exactly the mistakes that I was talking about that James Madison has to take and capitalize on.
Well, James Madison looking for a strong scrum here to set a nice platform for their backs. But Texas, a lot of power there, but an illegal scrummage from Texas. James Madison with the penalty. Looking for some straight running here and a chip through for Texas. It's an obstruction, however, from James Madison. Looks like we're going to have a penalty. Or rather, some obstruction against Texas. James Madison taking the penalty 5 meters out from the line. What a golden opportunity here to score.
Yes, this is a perfect scoring opportunity for James Madison, and
Number
let's hope
one,
they take it.
Powering over the line. What a powerful runner there. And just not quite able to get the ball down. Unlike football in rugby, you've got to get inside. You've got to touch the ball down. Texas doing a good job there to keep the ball up. But now 5 meters strong to James Madison. Once again, Texas under a lot of pressure here.
A lot of pressure. There's a big blind side here. Maybe they'll use it.
Well, James Madison able to take that ball cleanly from their own scrum. Ball, but just a bit behind. Number 7, Stephanie Goetz for James Madison. Texas defending ably and able to turn that ball over. Looking to make something happen here off of the loose play. The breakdown, but handling, just letting him down a bit there. Number 9, Wendy Sun, unable to hold on to the ball. Brings another scrummage for James Madison.
Well, what we saw here from Texas was really nice poised defense, and they were able to win back their ball deep in their red zone. So, this is obviously a team that's been coached well and has been coached to kind of stay calm under pressure.
Well, James Madison throwing the kitchen sink at Texas, not able to win that scrum. Texas now has the ball, looking to make something happen here once again. Number 15, Callista Moses with a powerful run here, sucking in lots of defenders, bouncing players off. Texas once again looking to get those speedsters out wide. Well, but a nice inside run there from number 7. Getting the ball back to Callista Moses, number 15. Oh, with a fantastic inside run, but looks like they're going to call that a forward pass, but boy, that's just the sort of thing you like to see out of a big, strong ball runner, isn't it?
Absolutely. Bust through the line and then offload as you're getting tackled. Again, Julia Forecourt always finding that support, finding herself in support.
Well, she certainly seems to be everywhere on the field today. We have a scrum down to James Madison, and they're able to take that ball cleanly. Not entirely sure what they want to do with the ball there. A little chip ahead here. A bit unorthodox for the Sevens game to kick quite so much. And Texas able to turn that ball over and take advantage with a lot of speed out here. James Madison just able to stop that in its tracks, and now they're committing numbers to the breakdown. They turn it over.
They need to move this ball wide. There's a lot of space on this field. We have a Texas defense that was a bit disorganized. They need to get that ball out of those rucks a lot faster.
Oh, but a nice run back on the inside here for James Madison, looking for support, and she finds it. Number 4, Caitlin Mundy following up well. That's number 1, Callie Radde for James Madison with some excellent running here. Great work rate, getting into the action here. Couple of big carries here for James Madison. And they're looking threatening.
They sure are. It looks like they just don't have the speed to finish those line breaks, unfortunately. But they do have the support there to re-win that ball.
And a turnover to Texas. Just some poor ball handling there from James Madison. Number 15, Calista Moses with an excellent run. I don't think anyone's going to stop her here. She'll center this one under the post.
And that has to be disappointing for James Madison. They really had so much hard work. They had a lot of forward progression. They had a lot of ball possession, but they just couldn't put together those passes to score. And then one we see Texas come away with another try.
Certainly going to be a lot of frustrations. As you said, James Madison with a lot of scoring opportunities. How frustrated are you as James Madison? How do you pick yourself up after that?
Well, I think, if you're the coach for James Madison, you just have to tell him to stick to that game plan, and, something's got to come out of it. We see that Texas can get disorganized on defense, so there are holes there. It's all about sending support runners when they have those line breaks.
Well, right now, Texas doing a beautiful job of support play themselves. We've seen Calista Moses and Julia Forecourt all over the field today. Wendy Sun, they've all been so active. You keep seeing those names come up again and again and again. Some great individual effort and some great team effort out of this Texas team.
Absolutely. It seems like Texas is just playing the team game a little bit better than James Madison is right now, and obviously that's being reflected in the score line.
Well, Texas here will kick off to James Madison. Kick is a low one. James Madison collects it well. Opting to chip ahead again, hoping that they can have some speedsters on the outside to regather that ball. And it's a turn into a soccer match here. Oh, almost recollected from James Madison. A bit of an orthodox play. You don't often see a lot of kicking in sevens, as it's so easy to turn the ball over, but nearly made it work there.
Oh, yeah, and if that had bounced into her hand, she would have been the hero of the day with that little chip kick ahead.
Well, just not quite panning out for James Madison there, but they're trying. They're making an awful big effort out there, just not quite going to hand here. But these girls, they're not giving up. There may only be 17 seconds left on the clock, but they are in this game to try to put some points on this board before they depart. And a powerful, powerful scrum here from James Madison, but deemed illegal by the referee. That's a penalty to Texas. 1 second left on the clock. You got to think, just get this ball out of bounds.
Yes. We're at the end of regulation. At this point, it looks like Texas really wants to put another one on the scoreboard, but the safe thing to do would be to kick that ball into touch.
Well, as it stands, Texas looking for points despite being up.
That was some very fancy and beautiful footwork.
That's number 11, Sierra Jenkins, with a fantastic individual effort there for the final score of the day. That's going to bring Texas 29 up to 0 against James Madison.
Sierra
like
Jenkins showing that she can not only can she run and finish, but she can lose some defenders along the way.
Well, Texas going for the conversion, not going to matter at the end of the day. This game is over in regulation time. They have 29 points to 0. They've won this ball game. The kick is not good, but Texas still walking away with an impressive victory over James Madison, showing a lot of the things you like to see out of a team here. Did want to take a quick opportunity to thank our title sponsor, Emirates Airline, for hosting the 2012 USA Rugby College Sevens National Championship in College Station, Texas, and to thank our other sponsors, Canterbury, AIG, Gatorade, Gilbert, and World Rugby Shop.
We're going to be taking a short break, Brad, and I will be coming back on this YouTube station, so please keep joining us today at this 2012 College Sevens National Championships.